Get set to throw it back to Mutabaruka.
Dwight.
Yes, sir.
You can hear me?
Yes, sir. Hearing you loud and clear.
I noticed that my path has been crisscrossing since you came back, and I have not been here, and now I am here, you are not here. I am not here, you've not been reporting to me. You came back about 2-3 weeks now. I don't.
Yes, sir.
I don't hear you report. I don't hear you call me and say, no, I don't understand what is happening.
Well, the thing about it, I would take the blame for not touching base with you. I'm at fault.
But you're not base ball where I play. I don't want you touch no base. Why you tell me what's going on? Don't touch no base with me, but why you tell me yes or no? It's just that you have to say no, yes or no. That's all you have to say. And if it is no, make sure I see you in the studio next week, or just deal with Shamara. What about that last
scene? It is yes. It is yes.
Okay, well, you don't have to deal with Shamara then. All right, sir.
All right, sir. We'll catch you later.
The next hour. All right. Yes. That was a live outside broadcast from the Bank of Jamaica in the street roadshow in Morant Bay. It came to you courtesy of Bank of Jamaica, promoting an inclusive economy. Yeah, officially, this is the Steppin razor, the art of war. Very strange Thursday on the program, given that there's so much things happening that have nothing to do with the Steppin razor, but it has something to do with how IRFM make them money. So, we have about 4 outside broadcasts with Fraser Leave. We have advertisement like wow. We have things that don't really concern or relate to what we really want, but we have to live with it. This is one of them programs that we just say, I better just get Peter to do the program. You understand? You look like you could have do the program right. You don't say you look like you can't do the program. Yeah, man, I think some could have do it. Anyway, make we go on with the thing. Yeah, the brethren look here overload. Alicia Keys. For those of you who don't know Alicia Keys, is one of them great young American artists who come on the scene with some serious philosophical music. And for those of you who never see it, young, you see it? Mm-hmm. The clip? Mm-hmm. All right. So Alicia Keys sit around her piano and I play with Chronixx, I Can. And we can't see Chronixx had do over the song with her. A right person to do over a song with, Alicia Keys. She's away from the crowd, but still maintain a certain level of consciousness in her music. We want to play. Okay, we still have another tune. Okay. We want to play Alicia Keys. For those of you who have never heard it, Alicia Keys doing Chronixx, I Can.
Now the details. General Secretary of the Jamaica Labour Party, Dr. Horace Chan, is reporting that voters turning up without their IDs have led to frustration and delays in the voting process at several polling stations in East Portland. The Electoral Office had reminded voters to bring their ID cards on election day to avoid lengthening the time spent in the voting area, resulting in longer wait times for other voters. Individuals without their ID cards must swear or affirm an oath of identity and be fingerprinted in order to vote. And General Secretary of the People's National Party, Julian Robinson, says voting has been progressing smoothly. The Counterterrorism and Organized Crime Investigation Branch, CTOC, is seeking the public's assistance in locating 4 Costa Ricans who allegedly gained illegal entry into the country last month. They are 22-year-old Jason Jesus Valdebros Arras, 38-year-old Christian Antonio Solo Balvida, 58-year-old Francisco Javier Flores Blackwood, otherwise called Chico, and a man known only as Perseo. According to the police, the men who were last heard from on Thursday, March 7, are believed to be in Westmoreland. Anyone knowing the whereabouts of the men is being asked to contact CTOC at 876-967-1389, Police 119 emergency number, or the nearest police station. Some Jamaican teachers are to benefit from a 4-day summit being staged by the Jamaica Diaspora Education Task Force in Florida, United States this month. The 4th Advancement in Education Summit, being held under the theme Expanding the Diaspora Partnership for Education Transformation from April 7 to 10, will see teachers being equipped with tools to improve their classroom leadership skills. They are also set to benefit from school tours and an agenda focusing on subject areas such as science, technology, engineering and mathematics, early childhood education, and exceptional student education. Education Minister with a portfolio with responsibility for education, Carl Samuda, is among the persons set to speak at the summit. In news overseas, a preliminary report has said the Ethiopian Airlines plane that crashed last month nosedived several times before it hit the ground. According to the first official report into the disaster, pilots repeatedly followed procedures recommended by Boeing before the crash. The transport minister said despite their efforts, pilots were not able to control the aircraft. Her comments at a press conference were based on a preliminary report into the crash, which has not yet been published, but could be released by the end of the week. The plane crashed after takeoff from Addis Ababa while killing 157 people. It was the second crash of a Boeing 737 MAX aircraft in 5 months. Finally, the last known survivor of the transatlantic slave ships brought to the United States in 1860 has been identified by an academic at Newcastle University. Sally Smith was kidnapped from West Africa by slave traders and lived until 1937 in Alabama, staying for more than 70 years on the plantation where she had been enslaved. Hannah Durkin made the discovery in first-hand accounts and census records. The previous last known survivor had been a former slave who died in 1935. Dr. Durkin, whose research has been published in the journal Slavery and Abolition, says it almost seems shocking that
this is the Steppin razor, the art of war. You know, since we have so much things that go on the program today, we just go through some of the headline them that you might have missed. You know, the Windrush. For those of you who don't know what the Windrush is, Google it. But Britain has decided to give reparation money to the Windrush people. Anybody who did go to England before 1970s, the 70s, will be compensated for the traumatic experience that they went through over the years. Each of them will be given $3 million Jamaican dollars. $3 million Jamaican dollars will be given to them. And I think it's about 7,000 people in Jamaica will have access to this money. 3 million. This is what we call reparation. If you don't know, you nobody about it out. The word, because people don't want to say it's reparation. But it is reparation money. I'm not talking about reparation money for slavery. Because reparation is not exclusive to when we say reparation for the trauma that black people go through after slavery. We are talking about reparation money for the experience that these so-called Windrush people went through at the hands of that wicked system in Britain. So, and it don't stop at 200 million pound neither. Because them say 200 million pound and beyond. That means it can go up to more, according to what we hear them saying in the news reports, that 200 million is not full stop. Can go 200 million and more. But we are told that there's about 7,000 people in Jamaica that can benefit from this Windrush reparation money. And we will say reparation money, not as it relates to reparation for slavery, but reparation as it relates to all the trauma that these people went through because they thought they would be accepted by the British government, given that they were from the colonies where the floor of the sea is owned by the Queen. You just heard that a while ago. The floor of the sea is owned by the Queen. So, we hope it got through. We hope that them don't find some other little blind excuse if they deal with it. And we see that when people talk about reparation, people are talking about why them things have gone too long now and all these things. There's no moratorium on the atrocities that was done to the African people. There's no full stop. It still is relevant in this time. Relevant. So, I hope that these people who are supposed to get this money just band up and get a good lawyer. Band up and get a good lawyer to make sure say what you're supposed to do. You do it quick too. Quick. Because the matter vote about Brexit no or Brexit yes. Certain vote can just change everything. We see them one vote make a difference yesterday on the Brexit thing. So that is something where I know a whole heap of people might have missed. The next thing where I don't know if anybody missed this, but the next thing where might not miss is this thing about Calabar. We got that so now again. We'll come back to this Calabar thing, I know. We now just left it a Calabar. Because this problem is not just a Calabar problem. IRFM now brings you a live outside broadcast from the Bank of Jamaica in the street roadshow in Morant Bay. Something, Mr. Reid, hush boy, because it's not done until it's done, trust me. But I want to know, and I said it already now, can Mr. Reid please introduce me to him helper? I need Mr. Reid to introduce me to him maid. Because we are telling you, maid, oh gosh, man. And I hope you don't get yourself in trouble either, you know. I hope your car, you are being used. You are being used. So I hope the police, them do them investigation and ball out, say, you was the one who had this and do that. I hope you don't get yourself in no trouble. Because sometimes, because you're not up there, you find that you become now the scapegoat for the wrongs of the bigger heads. Because up to now, we don't hear nothing happening. I don't know if they might wait for the election for done. Because maybe that them all are doing, they might say, no, we can't really push this thing until the election done. When the election done now, then we start to make head roll. But then so no heads not roll neither. Because this is how it always go. It always go like that. There's so much things happening in the society that is undone. Undone. 600,000 barrel of oil. We see a thing I go up now, say the woman, and this is serious now, this is one is serious too. I tell them there's something else I brewing a petrol jam and they don't believe me, look here. The woman, when them say, did I get must 10 million, where the Prime Minister read it out in a parliament, them come realize now, say 15 million she did I get. We never hear that all the while, After investigation, look at them people know before, hey, watch out. Lion ask question and let them know the answer, Them people, they know exactly where I'm going, Now it will come out to me now and you that she really did get 15 million. This is after now she get how much money and say she go sue Petro Jam if this and that happen. And she'll have an next person. Hey, Why may I tell you, Rasta? Jackass, which donkey? Jackass said the world no level. Because me don't understand how them come now and do investigation and find out say 15 million. You think them never know that before? Them know that before. Them know that before, and them come in a parliament and ball out and say she get $2 million razor pay in a 2 months. 2 months and she get $2 million razor pay. Anybody don't have petrol job can introduce me to. Because me really need to get some part of them thing there. Them have take note of the loop to look at all young, you know. Young suffer like jazz. Can't pay GPS bill and thief water and all them something there. Me want to help me, man. Help me, please. Please, me I beg you now. Help me. Me want some of the criminal money. Look at all my brethren Neil. Them thief Neil car. Oh, you mean Lord God? Them never thief a car. They don't want nobody know them thief a car.
Everybody know.
Well, me I tell them again. Them thief Neil car. And them I look for thief in that car now. I tell you. You think Neil would like know somebody on a petrol jam? Yeah, man, would I like know somebody on a petrol jam, Rastan? The helper from Ministry of Education and petrol jam, that lady there, we get to how much money and nothing happen. The brother named Weasel, what name? Weasel or Weaver? Weekly, very weekly. Mr. Weekly, all them do is shift him from one place to the next place. Nothing happen. You understand? You see, politician, I'm going to tell you about Jamaica now. You see, police have business, you know. And we always identify police business. Them have a whole heap of taxi on the road. And coaster. Where the politician have? Tell me where the politician have. Building. Real estate, them in bigger than roller coaster. Real estate. If you start to examine a whole heap of them buildings that we are go up in Jamaica right now, you're frightened to know who own them. We are talking about a turn. The people that listen to it. Me say, everybody has a ball out about police owners, which is true. Only for police own them, roller coaster. Yeah, roller coaster, we call it. Roller coaster and tax me. And we are telling the truth. We never yet have said, but wait. Oh, politicians always go in a politics. Like me and you now. Normal. We're going to fix road and fix this and fix that. Look when you see them playing in a first class all the while. Well, the politicians never see them in a coach, you know. Never. Right? Then look when you see them I drive some car where no government buy the car, which not government buy the car really. And then you hear say them in a real estate and a big skyscraper building. Where them get money from so quick? And they say little man, you know, where them say the police will answer that question about the change money from the maritime business. And she the part of the stick going at the pit, you know. Yeah, and she get it. And really and truly, the people them who you know instigate the whole corruption thing, them just get shift from one place to the next. Shift from one place to the next. So I hear petrol jam tell them now bring no case because against one of the people them are involved because them say the money where liar bill and all cost them. And there's a chance that they might lose the case. So them just low it. And just pay off a certain portion of money. Why me can't get something like that going in my life? I forgot to figure out what me can do to IRFM for IRFM say watch out. We can't really carry him go a court, you know, because it could have cost some more. So you're going to just give him a big money. You know, see it? Give him the antenna outside. Because it just criminal. It just criminal. It just criminal Rasta. So we go back to the man now, the commissioner, the British, not the British, the Chinese, brother. The Chinese brother is so engrossed inside of the Jamaican politics, which him should be because I'm there, that him no want take no picture in front of Royal Reid. You know, the other day I say Royal Reid and all of the minister them as rebel salute, you know. And when I say, and when I hear somebody about, I think I told about to the Minister of Education there, I say, well, the Minister, I know all them stand up them I never see, because when I look on who sit down there and who stand up, I say, God man, the man look like night. The man look like night. And the whole of them sit down there look like deer. Believe you me. All my wives sit down there too, look like deer, bright deer. And him just stand up there. And I say, where am there? You can't see him. I don't come hear this. Oh my gosh, man. I want them should have get some bleaching cream, you know. I think the thing now work out. The thing now work out, Rasta, because look for Mr. Reid, GC, headmaster. Come get them boys in something like this. And them now say him guilty yet still, you know. But do we talk one? Every man I say like them I say guilty because this man this is what they call it, this Chinese ambassador I say guilty. If him no want to take no picture in front of the man picture, he might say, boy, I'm not like that brother there, no. I don't want to come stand up in front of that picture. As a matter of fact, when I do up there with Prime Minister and the Governor General, you know, so the man cast the stone them already without any judgment made. You know, see? And that them tell we nothing to do, you know. Them tell we nothing to do that, but then the whole of them a laugh. The nigga them long so a laugh. Terrible. Click it.
Lasco mackerel, catch the value, regular, hot and spicy, mackerel in brine.
The time by Lasco mackerel is?
Yeah, the time is 15 minutes past 2 o'clock. Yes, we want to remind you that between 3 and 4 is brought to you Prince Avery. Prince Avery, Growers Choice, Organic Fertilizer, 6 Seabreeze Avenue, Kingston 2. Good for all crops, including medical marijuana. Call 930-6067. Okay. IRFM now brings you a live outside broadcast on the Bank of Jamaica in the Street Roadshow in Morant Bay. It comes to you courtesy of Bank of Jamaica, promoting an inclusive economy. Now over to Dwight Fraser, DJ Brian, and the outside broadcast one location. Dwight.
Thanks again. Yes, sir. Thanks again.
Okay.
Here on the grounds at...
Wait, hold on, Dwight.
Yes, sir.
You have it there or you have it here?
Go again. I didn't hear the question.
You have it there or I must wait till you are here?
Oh, wait until I'm there.
Okay, sir. Continue.
You know, all of a sudden, you're leaving our listeners wondering what we're talking about. It's okay.
No, well, watch them too fast. From me, I talk alone. Them too fast. Them forgot to listen to them radio.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing, listening. Thanks so much again, Muta.
All right.
So, as Muta said in the introduction, the Bank of Jamaica, the BOJ having their In the Street Roadshow promoting an inclusive economy. And by that, they mean touching base with the common man, the man in the streets, those with the hair salon, the photo studio, electronic store, fast food store, auto parts stores, the hairdresser, the barbers, the cane man, the jelly man, and bringing them in that inclusive economy of which sometimes they don't feel like they belong. But Melanie Williams, who we spoke with earlier on in our first report, she'll again give us some more insights. Let me just add, though, that if you're within the general vicinity of Cedar Valley, Trinityville, Seafoot, Bart, Yallas, White Horses, Dansville, Penn, License, Prospect, or Retreat, you do have the opportunity to come on down. We'll be here until just after 5, about 5:30 thereabout. All right, Melanie, still with us. We spoke with you in our first report. And Melanie, by the way, just to let our listeners know, is the National Financial Inclusion Coordinator for the BOJ. So today, based on what we're achieving, can you tell our listeners once again, and for those who did not hear?
So thank you for having me again. And what we're all about here is promoting greater financial inclusion, participation of the ordinary Jamaican citizen and entrepreneur in the economy, giving them access to information and products and tools that can empower them.
Also, too, that those financial tools include
financial literacy. So we're all about promoting specialized financial literacy tips, financial literacy programs that target all segments of our society, especially the youth, because you know they're our future. And we partner with the Ministry of Education, Youth and Information to develop the National Financial Literacy Action Plan. In fact, we were generously funded by the Inter-American Development Bank in developing that. We partnered with FSC, we partnered with BOJ, JDIC, with the Development Bank of Jamaica, as well as PIOJ and the Consumer Affairs Commission to create that National Financial Literacy Action Plan.
All right, and when you say financial literacy for the common man, explain to him.
Okay, so I'd like to go back to something that the Ministry of Finance has been keen to push, which is the inclusion of all in our economy. It's coming from that whole vein because financial inclusion is a government program. And what we're talking about with financial literacy is having persons understanding basic concepts that can empower them to invest, such as a time value of money. What does it mean if I invest this money for 7 years? What can I gain versus spending it now? What are viable types of investments for me based on my risk appetite, how much I'm willing to risk? And the difference between investments versus savings, and the difference between investments and savings versus insurance, how we manage risk, how we save for old age or retirement funding, how we plan for the home acquisition or home improvement. It's all about financial literacy. I'm looking forward to an opportunity one day when I went to a primary school like many of us did. We can see in the children's own, games that really teach financial literacy, and we're looking to partner with all of our private sector stakeholders to promote greater financial literacy.
Which brings me to the point, and we had that discussion off here about too many persons and businesses do not have access to formal credit. 11%, and this is based on a global finding, 11% of Jamaican adults and 27% of small, medium enterprises don't access the financial institutions. Persons prefer through a little partner or borrow money from a family member.
Exactly. So what you're finding is that it's only 11% of us who are actually going to the banks, to the commercial institutions, to borrow. And while we see improvements since we launched a financial inclusion strategy, and that's because of the positive macroeconomic indicators we're having, we want it to expand. We want greater credit expansion at a faster rate so that people are able to borrow at a lower price point. And part of knowing what the credit risk of an individual is them being able to access their credit report so that they understand how they have been doing in terms of repayment of loans and what a risk they may pose to a financial institution. Because the better you are at repaying your loans, the better a risk you are for a commercial institution to lend to you. And so you need to be empowered to know what you are looking like and know what your profile is all about.
And in that profile would include things like your credit score.
Exactly.
Which takes me to the question about micro entrepreneurs.
Right. So Jamaicans are by nature entrepreneurs, and we have to be empowered, or micro-entrepreneurs employ so many people. And in fact, a great bit of work which is done by the Ministry of Industry, Agriculture, Commerce and Fisheries looks at the fact that 97% of enterprises in Jamaica are micro, small and medium-sized enterprises. So we need them to get access to finance, to be able to establish their businesses, to expand their businesses, and eventually to build their businesses to the point where we can even have listing on our junior stock exchange. It's all about understanding from birth to the connectivity, to the empowerment of the entrepreneur.
Wonderful. I just like that last answer though. It sounds refreshing. I mean, the man with a small business don't have to be afraid of approaching the Bank of Jamaica. Don't be afraid of approaching a financial institution then, because everything would set up, everything would be laid out for him to understand in an easy way. That's why you had mentioned earlier about pushing financial literacy. Are people buying into this?
Yes, in fact, we really have to celebrate our private sector partners. We've had tremendous support coming from the Private Sector Organization of Jamaica. We've had support coming from the Jamaica Bankers Association, as well as the Jamaica Cooperative Credit Union League. I really have to emphasize the work which was done by the League, because they have 1 million strong membership across the island and such a positive image. And they have been having their business town events, and they've been partnering to deliver financial literacy.
All right, and one more before we close it. Mobile money?
Yes, so mobile money, our population is pretty young. I don't know if most people know that the median age of our population is 29. And we're all about going electronic, digital, to save time and money. You don't have to line up in the banks for 4.5 hours. No, it's all moving to online banking. And mobile money, as we commonly refer to it, or electronic retail payment services, is all about offering payment services that can be access through mobile apps, through card technology, through the ATM, so that you can effect person-to-person payments, person-to-government payments. You can do top-up, a range of options that eases time and saves you money.
But also you would understand the challenges where that is concerned, Milene, and that many of us are still not yet tech-savvy, and the farmer up in the hill, while be using his phone to make some phone calls, wouldn't necessarily move into that direction yet as to be transferring money from his account to another.
Well, that's where the financial literacy comes in, because these products are actually very easy to use. And the best part about it is that every authorized electronic retail payment service provider is authorized by Bank of Jamaica. We have a regulatory framework, and you're going to hear more about that from one of our senior officials in the bank, Mrs. Novlet Panton, who's going to speak to you on that. So we've created a framework, and we want to encourage our listeners today to learn more about our electronic retail payment services, because they're out in the market and they have great potential to improve your life in terms of facilitating easy payments.
National Financial Inclusion Coordinator of the BOJ, Milene Williams. Thanks again.
Thank you so much for having me.
Milene, then I'll leave my side today. You provide all the information. You've made it so easy for me, but I know you're within touching distance.
Absolutely.
Thanks again. All right, before we throw it back to Muta, the question that we're going to ask our listeners for a prize from the BOJ, Carl helped us earlier on, and let me see if I can get to it quickly. All right, it says, what does NFIS stand for? So again, what does NFIS stand for? And so the first person to call or receptionist at Broadcast House at IRFM with the answer, you win for yourself a prize courtesy of a Bank of Jamaica. Thanks again, Milene.
Thank you so much.
All right, the legendary Mutabaruka is on the stand at the control. Mut?
Yeah, no Mut. Where you get that name from? no, but I can't no Mut, you know. I'd like to go Abu Dhabi, go pick up.
Are you shorting, man?
No. Muta is the shorting for Mutabaruka.
But say, don't call him Mut.
Mut is not the shorting for Muta. Don't bother with that. Okay.
Muta don't get in trouble, man. Tell the truth, man.
Muta, you giving trouble.
How would that?
But yes, sir.
How would that behind you?
No, man, it's in front of me. It's
what that works?
You see, you remember now, sir.
I use a Tuesday night, you know. Or a Monday night. I use a Monday night till Tuesday night.
Yeah. But as I said, based on our travel, I'm in Oturus and you're out of office.
Yeah.
And
when I am not in Oturus, you're here.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, all things being well, then tomorrow we'll be able to link up, sir.
Where are you going to link up?
Right there at Broadcast House in Oturus.
And when me are doing tomorrow? What is this mad man, man? You have your on the road to you still jet lag.
No, hold on. So hold on.
Like you still jet lag, brethren.
Hold on. No, hold on. So
you ever see me down here on Friday yet?
Yes, man.
I don't
want one time.
Doing what?
Me don't know, maybe I collect. Me don't know.
Collect what? Man. Anybody can be a witness at Friday. I lay down in my yard. I watch TV.
Okay, and then where you live would be too far in terms of getting.
No, if you want to come up my yard, you can come. Because no, a man will walk a lot of places. What you was doing on the highway the other night? I saw you with some plastic bag coming out, like you know, pick up plastic bag for the highway.
Well, and you see me on the highway walking?
Oh, I know you.
No, I was on the highway walking, but you don't know if you saw me. You know, see me.
Oh, okay, I said that's what I wanted to get out of you. That you was actually on the highway, even though I didn't see you.
Walking, yeah.
Somebody told me that them saw you on the highway.
Yeah, man. Me do a will walking, but you.
On the highway.
Yes, sir.
You never hear them say no man must be walking on the highway. You are really killing like goat.
but lucky enough, they recognize that it's right for us. So, you know, they gave me a lift and all was sorted out. You know?
Okay.
So we link up next week Tuesday then, sir.
Well, I'm really Tuesday. You ever see me on Tuesday? You ever see me on Tuesday?
Then you come in from 2, you come in a day before, man, make a talk, man. Come have some.
Talk about what you don't have to talk about, you just give me what you have to give me, and make me go on. I want to talk about that. It come like you did have some generalship business to do it.
All right, I tell you what, Wednesday we'll link up then, Wednesday.
Why? It come like you have some generalship to get a link to make a talk. But we will talk about.
Wednesday, we're not going to talk after here, man, but it's all right. Wednesday
no,
we'll link up.
Give me what you have to give me, and make me go on, man. I don't want to talk, nothing. I'll take him a plate.
Look more.
All right, sir. Yes. That was a live outside broadcast from the Bank of Jamaica in the Street Roadshow in Morant Bay. It comes to you courtesy of Bank of Jamaica, promoting an inclusive economy. We want to remind that the hour between 3 and 4 is brought to you by Prince Ivory. Prince Ivory, yes, Growers Choice. Organic fertilizer, 6 Seabreeze Avenue, Kingston 2. Good for all crops, including medical marijuana. Call 930-6067. Okay. Renewal of beach license. We want to talk about the renewal of beach license. It's a very important thing, this. All right. Olivia, then what? That's what I spell? Okay. Good afternoon, Miss Anderson.
Good afternoon, Mr. How you do?
Oh, you do. I'm doing fine now that I hear you.
Sound good.
All right. You are the acting manager for the Public Education Corporate Communication Branch. What? Me want Brett. Me have to catch my Brett. All right, me go start over. You are the manager, the acting manager, Public Education and Corporate Communication Branch, National Environment and Planning Agency.
You want to take the bus again?
Eh?
You want to take the bus
you have
again?
more? You have more?
No, that's it.
Why is that one of the things that is, man?
Yeah, that's a big portfolio, but you know what we are charged to do is to ensure that the public has the information and has the right information. So that's why we come on to talk to you today about the beach license renewal. The
renewal of public license.
Mm-hmm.
As it relates to what?
All right, so the beach license, persons who need a beach license, so let us even take it back. The sea floor belongs to the Crown, right? And in order to use the Crown's land, you require a license. And you have to apply to the National Environment and Planning Agency, which is the beach control authority, to get that license. And when you get the license has to be renewed every year.
All right, so I want to repeat what you just said a while ago. The beach floor belongs to the Queen.
Right.
Okay.
So therefore, you need a license in order to be able to use
go. You are trespassing on the Queen's property.
Right. So for public, so you need the license for public purposes, or even we go a little step further for commercial purposes. Yeah. So we're not talking about people who have a beach in their backyard, and your family go sit down and
enjoy. Or Barbican Beach. You're not talking about Barbican Beach.
We're not talking about that either. Too tough, but what we're focused on is like if you have a villa.
Yes.
And
this is the Steppin Razor, the art of war. You know, since we have so much things that go on the program today, we just go through some of the headline them that you might have missed. You know, the Windrush. For those of you who don't know what the Windrush is, Google it. But Britain has decided to give reparation money to the Windrush people. Anybody who did go to England before 1970s will be compensated for the traumatic experience that they went through over the years. Each of them will be given $3 million Jamaican dollars. $3 million Jamaican dollars will be given to them. And I think it's about 7,000 people in Jamaica will have access to this money. 3 million. This is what we call reparation. If you don't know, nobody about it out. The word, because people don't want to say it's reparation. But it is reparation money. I'm not talking about reparation money for slavery. Because reparation is not exclusive to when we say reparation for the trauma that black people go through after slavery. We are talking about reparation money for the experience that these so-called Windrush people went through at the hands of that wicked system in Britain. So, and it don't stop at 200 million pound neither. Because them say 200 million pound and beyond. That means it can go up to more, according to what we hear them saying in the news reports, that 200 million is not full stop. Can go 200 million and more. But we are told that there's about 7,000 people in Jamaica that can benefit from this Windrush reparation money. And we will say reparation money, not as it relates to reparation for slavery, but reparation as it relates to all the trauma that these people went through because they thought they would be accepted by the British government, given that they were from the colonies where the floor of the sea is owned by the Queen. You just heard that a while ago. The floor of the sea is owned by the Queen. So, we hope it got through. We hope that them don't find some other little blind excuse if they deal with it. And we see that when people talk about reparation, people are talking about, boy, them things have gone too long now and all these things. There's no moratorium on the atrocities that was done to the African people. There's no full stop. It still is relevant in this time. Relevant. So, I hope that these people who are supposed to get this money just band up and get a good lawyer. Band up and get a good lawyer to make sure say what you're supposed to do. You do it quick too. Quick. Because I see them all vote about Brexit no or Brexit yes. Certain vote can just change everything. We see them one vote make a difference yesterday on the Brexit thing. So that is something where I know a whole heap of people might have missed. The next thing where I don't know if anybody missed this, but the next thing where might not miss is this thing about Calabar. We got that so now again. We'll come back to this Calabar thing, I know. We now just left it a Calabar. Because this problem is not just a Calabar problem. IRFM now brings you a live outside broadcast from the Bank of Jamaica in the street roadshow in Morant Bay. Pay for that then.
Pardon?
NEPA pay for that. Renewal of beach license.
Go again for me, Musa. I'm not
No, all right. I'm saying to you that all of the airport is stretched out on a beach. I don't know if you want to define it as a beach. And if it is defined as a beach, who renewed that license for that part of that beach?
But it's not being operated for a public purpose.
So it's only places that deal with public purposes supposed to renew.
Right.
All right, so what happened to the man who have him yard and don't publicly use it publicly, but him find family, him have a little beach at the front time yard, so now?
We're not in trouble with the man now.
You're not in trouble?
We're not in trouble with the man.
Okay, I don't matter.
Him own and him family thing.
I don't matter. And
so
one or two times we have a party on the beach.
Drink your carrot juice and your spice on the afternoon. We're not going to do nothing.
All right, I just not a why here, because I know a whole heap of that are going on in Jamaica. We are like a man just lick up a cheddar and a film lick up portion there, so. Okay, well, you're laid out clear. And what the date is, the expiry date for these renewal is when?
So the date gone, the date gone. The date was March 31. But we want people to come in still.
So you're not extended here because now that you just come on the radio after the march, God, and I come tell me.
No, we did it other ways, and it's something that is every year, and we publish notices.
Yeah, but it's only this program, them going to hear. Them not going to hear those.
Coming on to remind.
No, it's this program, them going to hear it, and them not listening. Them not listening to the other radio station. Them is this radio station, them listening to. So you have to say it before the date come that them can know and say, well, if you never hear it by RFM, I can't help you.
All right, Musa, we take that. We take that.
All right.
We take that.
So I can carry your why there, so now, you see? I live in a little village named Templar.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a river, long river it a run. And there's a farm, a livestock farm,
mm-hmm.
with pig, goat, you name it.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if the person who own it don't understand, say, if him not cleaning that place good, when the breeze blow, all of the yard them around the area stink up, especially early morning when we wake up. All we can smell is pig filth, cow filth, especially the pig one them. I don't know where them I eat so.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't see NEPA come up at that area there because the river is not really conducive to bathing anymore. And then the man them a move the sand from the side of the river. I don't know NEPA know about up.
All right, so Musa, I can't speak to that, but now that you complain, now we can do something. So if you not tell, we have to tell you the issues sometimes. We have our enforcement team that goes all around the island and checks and stuff like that. But we need Jamaicans to bring our attention to some of the things that are affecting them on a daily basis as well.
Yes.
So we need your partnership. So now that you tell me about it, we can't get our enforcement team to come make a visit.
I would not have to move him, we just have to say, to make him put in place things that is not disturbing the environment and the people them around and the river, especially the river.
Yeah, man, definitely. That is something that we can look into the issue, and if it is an issue that is not ours, we will even go.
No, it's Nepal. Nepal is responsible for it. Nepal, because environment we talk about. So can I take your word that you will investigate that?
I will take more information on you off the air, and then we can start the process.
I can tell you on the air.
Hello?
I can tell you on the air. It's in Temple Hall.
Mm-hmm.
Where you have this place named the Clubhouse. A lot of party and dance keeping it. Before you reach the square, the Lawrence Tavern, before you reach the square at Temple Hall Square there, right? Before you reach there is a river that runs there, but there's a farm across the road behind the it was a sandbed one time where them used to make them tell building blocks and thing up there. But the clubhouse is still in operation because a lot of party keeping there. Well, behind the clubhouse there's a farm, a livestock farm there. But I don't know, the brother don't know, say, especially in the morning, the stench of the hog them and the goat and the cow and all the thing we have around there. It just control the whole area. The whole area control it. You know, so I don't know if you can really put something in place where you just show him, say, boy, right now, because me go talk to him, I go tell me now, say, boy, Muta, where you deal with? You go and box people, move out of people mouth and all them something there. And I try box up on the food because I say,
no, man, we just try to get the thing governed properly.
All right, and that me I say. So,
sound good.
I'm going to keep your name, you know. I'm going to keep your name. Is this your number on the paper here?
Or is this... has my number and she can give it to you.
Oh, so the number on this paper is Manager Public Education Corporate Communication Branch National Environment and Planning Agency number.
Yes, so that's my CUG number, so you can call me there. But I want to remember, the reason why we're here is to talk about the beach license renewal. We want people to come in and do it voluntarily, so that we don't have to take any action. Because we don't want to come and close down the beach. All
right, tell me what is the action that you take? Close it down or what, charge money, what you do?
All right. So if your renewal has lapsed for over a period of time, you will have to apply for a new beach license. So we can go to as far as, closing down the beach. We can revoke the licenses, and we can also serve enforcement instrument, and where we'd have to bring you to the court. But we don't want to take those measures. We want to build the relationship with the licensees and ensure that they comply voluntarily. So that's why we're giving people a chance now to come in, call us, email us, and get the thing done properly.
All right, I can ask you a question. The thing is, take further note that it is a criminal offense to encroach on or use the foreshore or floor of the sea for any public purpose in connection with any trade business or commercial enterprise without a beach license and the renewal thereof. It does not include a fisherman encroaching on the
that would not include a fisherman.
Not encroaching on the beach.
That would not include the beach. A lot of the beaches are also managed by cooperatives, by fishermen's cooperatives. So we wouldn't target that one fisherman. A lot of the beaches are managed by cooperatives. Okay. And by different bodies.
So all them people who say out of St. Thomas where fish on the beach, them is managed by one organization. That is what I said. They're
normally managed by cooperatives.
Normally.
Or by one organization.
Most things like Jamaica are normal, But I tell you that. Anyway, all right, well, we give thanks. When you have beach lights,
I remind the people them are the numbers 282-5643 or 929-9148.
Yes.
And just call us, and so we can do the thing properly.
Okay, all right,
and
Mama.
Get the license up.
Give thanks. I will continue say it.
All right, take care.
Yeah, okay. Acting Manager, Public Education and Corporate Communication Branch, National Environment and Planning Agency, Miss Olivia Anderson. Wow, what a title. When I grow big, I want to have these titles. Yes. This is the Steppin Razor, the art of war. Since we have so much things that go on the program, today we just go through some of the headline them that you might have missed. The Windrush. For those of you who don't know what the Windrush is, Google it. But Britain has decided to give reparation money to the Windrush people. Anybody who did go to England before 1970s will be compensated for the traumatic experience that they went through over the years. Each of them will be given $3 million Jamaican dollars. $3 million Jamaican dollars will be given to them. And I think it's about 7,000 people in Jamaica will have access to this money. 3 million. This is what we call reparation. If you don't know, nobody about it out. The word, because people don't want to say it's reparation. But it is reparation money. I'm not talking about reparation money for slavery. Because reparation is not exclusive to when we say reparation for the trauma that black people go through after slavery. We are talking about reparation money for the experience that these so-called Windrush people went through at the hands of that wicked system in Britain. So, and it don't stop at 200 million pound neither. Because them say 200 million pound and beyond. That means it can go up to more, according to what we hear them saying in the news reports, that 200 million is not full stop. Can go 200 million and more. But we are told that there's about 7,000 people in Jamaica that can benefit from this Windrush reparation money. And we will say reparation money, not as it relates to reparation for slavery, But reparation is related to all the trauma that these people went through because they thought they would be accepted by the British government, given that they were from the colonies where the floor of the sea is owned by the Queen. You just heard that a while ago. The floor of the sea is owned by the Queen. So, we hope it got through. We hope that them don't find some other little blind skills to deal with it. And we see that when people talk about reparation, you know, people are talking about why them think they've gone too long now and all these things. There's no moratorium on the atrocities that was done to the African people. There's no full stop. It still is relevant in this time. Yeah. Relevant. So, I hope that these people who are supposed to get this money just band up and get a good lawyer. Band up and get a good lawyer to make sure say what you're supposed to do. Want to do it quick too. Quick. Because the matter vote about Brexit no or Brexit yes. Certain vote can just change everything. We see them one vote make a difference yesterday at the Brexit thing. So that is something where I know a whole heap of people might have missed. The next thing where I don't know if anybody missed this, but the next thing where might not miss is this thing about Calabar. We got that one now again. We'll come back to this Calabar thing, I know. We now just left it at Calabar. Because this problem is not just a Calabar problem. IRFM now brings you a live outside broadcast from the Bank of Jamaica in the street roadshow in Morant Bay. This is the Steppin razor, kind of very unusual Steppin razor, but all right. We are talking about things where you might have missed in the news because we don't have much time if we do anything else. More than just give you some clips. All right. There's a little country obscure. Most people might not have heard about it, but a whole lot of people going to hear about it now. It's named Brunei. Brunei is a little country in Asia. Now, the head of that country, them say him is one of the richest men in the world, maybe the second richest man in the world. The story goes, the tiny nation of Brunei enacted new Islamic criminal laws on Wednesday. Under the new laws, gay sex and adultery will be punishable by whippings and stoning. Brunei is an oil-rich country on the island of Borneo. They are saying that whipping and stoning, which is really a Bible thing, for those of you who think it's so outrageous, but things that the Bible is not outrageous. It's a Bible thing. Those who commit adultery must be stoned to death. Gay people must be stoned to death. Children who disobey them parents must be stoned to death. If you wear a certain cloth together, you must be stoned to death. It's just simple. Stoned to death. That is how them used to. Even Marcus Garvey called for politicians to be stoned to death if them thief the people them money and all them something there. So, a whole heap of actors from Hollywood, because this man owns hotels all over the world. In Hollywood, in London, this, that. Them a call for the boycott that no actor should go inside those hotels because this is the heights of homophobic behavior. And up till now, I don't hear nobody come out against the Bible. I don't hear nobody come out against the Bible, so they must take out a part of the Bible, they could take out a whole heap of things and put in other things. Because there's a lot of things that was taken out of the Bible, and there's a lot of things that was placed in the Bible. But I have not heard anybody coming out against the Bible and saying the Bible is a homophobic book. It is promoting the killing of homosexuals. And now, this man, him don't care a rotted. Yeah, and a little bow down Jamaica, a little bow down Trinidad, or a little bow down. Them man have oil. Oil is the backbone. And them don't care what you want. I'm say boycott the thing them. It's not going to do nothing to him. It's not going to do nothing to him. The only thing we can do to him now is go bomb up the place. Which that is also one of the options might be on the table when you hear about that now. The man say it is an Islamic law I'm following. Islamic law. And Islamic law state that. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. Because I don't fall in a book for a stone nobody to death because them do something. You know, I don't even know if you should have really hang a man, as a matter of fact. You know, the state going to the end of the state. So I don't know what happened there. So, but that is one of the stories them where I think a lot of people might not have seen, that this Brunei, a little country, and the Asia, a little island, nobody don't even know about it more than so, passes a death by stoning law for gay sex and adultery. Wow. No, you see the adultery part now, if that they are Jamaica, no man no left for Jamaica. If they never say stone all adulterers. Can you imagine that? Maybe them should. But they know you turn woman with a lesbian because up your woman with a left. You know them here. Call young man, John, they would have stone him and raise him up from the dead and stone him again, man. You know what time they would have to go raise young from dead and stone. You know how much time they would have raised young from dead and stone him again? May I tell you, man, what? A line of Jamaica says stone all adulterers. Every man gone. It's not to the Amazon. A pure woman, you don't say, watch Peter and then laugh. Peter and then laugh. No, but that's seriously clicking. Yeah, this is the Steppin razor, the art of war. So, will I mention about the the Montego Bay sign, because the last week the Montego Bay sign. You know, so I come from Montego Bay last week. I go around the sign, you know. I catch it and I say, when them go down that sign, yeah? No, serious. No, I swear that joking. This is not a joke, but I saw that joke. That drive come from the live broadcast. I go around the sign. I look at the sign and say, well, look how long they've done that sign there. 2 days after me here say the sign is dead end. That the minister of tourism, a boss, say more tourists not take picture of the sign. No, something wrong with me, no. Something wrong with me. Believe that truly. That's the $17 million sign. You see it? That you see it, young? Shamara, you see the sign? No, may I ask, you see the sign? That's a $17 million sign. $17 million sign that. If that has $17 million, that make an act of person. And this will do again. IRFM now brings you a live outside broadcast from the Bank of Jamaica in the street road show in Morant Bay. It comes to you courtesy of the Bank of Jamaica, promoting an inclusive economy. Now over to Dwight Fraser, DJ Brian, the outside broadcast crew and location. Dwight?
Yes, sir.
How you do, man?
I'm giving thanks.
I'm around there. We did the Sunday, no? We did over the Sunday. A poetry festival.
And I wasn't there at all. I was elsewhere.
Yeah, well, let me ask you a question. Your pass must be since the sign almost done?
No, sir.
Well, may I tell you the truth, why? If that has $17 million, something wrong with my brains. Yes, I don't know how that enhance the tourism product. And I hear the minister say, but people have been taking pictures in front of it and things say the best thing happened to Montego Bay. Where these people come from? Where is these people coming from to do these things and then get away with it? What kind of tourism product that sign enhance?
You're asking the right question, but to the wrong person.
No, I'm having a monologue here. Don't be rude.
All right. I do apologize, sir, but all right.
I'm talking to myself in the second person, third person, and first person.
Well, all right. Can we pick up the discussion then after we finish with Novlet Panther?
Yes.
All right. Thanks so much again, Muta. Yours truly, Dwight Fraser, out here in Morant Bay, where the Bank of Jamaica having their Industry Road Show, and of course, under the theme of promoting an inclusive economy. Let me just highlight quickly, though, before we have a quick discussion with Novlet Panther, who is standing by. Let me say congratulations to Ricardo McGowan of St. Catherine, who's a winner of the prize earlier for the question that we asked about what does the acronym NFIS stand for. And he is the winner, Ricardo McGowan. All right, Novlet Panton, Division Chief Financial Markets Infrastructure, is with us. Novlet?
Hi, how are you doing, Dwight? Novlet here.
Not as good as how you sound, but I'm pulling through.
Thank you.
Novlet, today is an extremely exciting day for the people of Jamaica, made possible through the BOJ and broadcast live on the nation's number one, IRA FM. When we speak about financial inclusion and inclusive economy, what is it that you can tell the common man, Ms. Panther?
Okay, financial inclusion. When we talk about that, we are talking about the way that we want to get persons, the regular man, into the formal financial system. We want that person to have access to information, to have access to services, things that they would not have normally have outside of a system. So that's what we are talking about. So there are persons in Jamaica, Dwight, unfortunately, yes, they will pass a bank, and if they go into that bank, they're not able to transact a financial service there. Because when they go into that bank, they may need certain information to be given, and they are unable to give that information. For example, a simple one is opening a bank account. A simple one, someone may ask them, where do you live? We need a proof of address. Yes. Right, as you are quite aware. And in Jamaica, we have many of our citizens who are living in probably a district, for example, a lane. Right. There's no street number.
Indeed.
So therefore, they're unable to access that service that they'll need, because that is a critical piece of information that they'll need. So that is the type of thing when we're talking about being inclusive. And these are some of the things that we are trying to do to get persons to be more included in the sector when we talk about financial inclusion.
Okay. Describe for us in simple language, again, Mrs. Panton, what are electronic retail payment services?
Okay, when we talk about electronic retail payment services, we are talking about a set of services that we are providing to our people, where they can transact financial services using mobile devices, right? So they are going to, for example, they want to make a payment, they want to transfer some funds to their brother or to their sister. This can be done using a mobile payment service. So they will go to an entity where the Bank of Jamaica, what we do, we authorize certain entities to provide these services, and they can now go to the entity, what we call cash in some funds, that is load some funds on the entity with the entity, and when they want to do a mobile top up or they want to send some money to their friends or family, they can do that using a mobile device such as a tablet or a phone.
Or a regular cell phone.
Or a regular cell phone, or smart or not so smartphone, but they can do that.
Yes. All right. We often
Sorry, I'm not hearing you clearly at all.
All right, you're not. Can you hear me a little better now?
Yes.
All right. We often hear about the term mobile money. So I was asking you, what does the term mean?
I am not hearing you at all. You're asking mobile money? Okay, I'm hearing you.
Yes.
Mobile money.
Yes.
When we talk about mobile money, we're referring to the use of a mobile device. And as I explained earlier, using a smartphone to transact a financial transaction. So you're purchasing an item.
Right.
Sometimes people, when you hear people talk about mobile money, they sometimes talk about a mobile wallet. And a mobile wallet is like what we call a digital version of a wallet. You may have a wallet in your pocket right now. What do you have in that wallet? You may have things like
my driver's license and cash,
your credit card, your debit card, and you have some cash. What do you do with those things to transact a financial transaction? So think about that wallet that you have in your pocket right now as a digital version. So we talk about mobile wallets and we talk about mobile money. So that's what people talk about. In the simplest way I can put it, that's how when we talk about mobile wallet, that's what we are talking about. A digital version of what you carry in your pocket every day.
Okay. And in wrapping up with you, Mrs. Panton, where can one find information about these products?
Okay. The products and services we are talking about, the electronic retail payment services and products, they can, if you want to have further information, you can just call Bank. The first thing, call Bank of Jamaica. 876-922-0750-9. Ask for the payment system department and they'll provide that information. Or you can go to the Bank of Jamaica website, www.boj.org.jm. And on that website, you can look at the financial services and look for easy word, payment system. And you see all of the products and services. The products and services are offered. Right now we have 3 products being offered within the market from the NCB, from the Sagicor Bank, and from the Alliance Payment System. And these are the products that are offered right now in the market. And you'll find all the information on those products right there on the website. Or
we thank you so much again for
go to the service providers. And the service providers are more than willing to provide more information. And their website, like the Sagicor as I indicated, NCB and Alliance Payment Services. The services are there.
All right. And we thank you so much again, Novlet Panton, Division Chief Financial Markets Infrastructure, in helping us weave through the wax where getting this information out is concerned. We thank you so much again.
And it's our pleasure to speak on the #1 station in Jamaica, RFN.
All right. Thanks again. All right. So that was Novlet Panton, Division Chief Financial Markets Infrastructure. And when we come back at approximately 5:05, we'll be having a quick discussion with Tishon Mullington, Theodore Henry, NFIS brand ambassadors on getting youth involved in financial inclusion. And we'll invite our listeners. Of course, we have another question we'll be posing to them in just a little while. That is when our next report is at 5:05. Keep it locked on the nation's #1 BOJ Roadshow in the street, that is, promoting an inclusive economy.
Yeah, that was a live outside broadcast from the Bank of Jamaica in the street roadshow in Morant Bay. It comes to you courtesy of the Bank of Jamaica promoting an inclusive economy. So we are part of time music news. This is the Steppin razor, the art of war. You know, say, me among some very intelligent youth around in the street there. Especially Courtney, very intelligent youth. Courtney say him was surprised when him say the sign Peter who deny Christ and chop off people's ears. Peter said he was very disappointed. Shamara, an intelligent lady, she shared the same view. So that means it's not because me make trouble. But the consensus is that really cost $17 million? That is really the thing. Is that really cost $17 million? And when a man like me cannot go around the circle and I say, oh, them not done the building, oh, them not done the thing yet. Uncle Fear said it done. I mean, I know that me did I expect. I don't know what me did I expect still, but I definitely not that. I definitely not that. I mean, hear the tourism minister boast about it. Me hear the tourism minister boast about it. So, once again, we have been duped. We have been duped once again. So, make us see where we go on. Make us see where we go on. Okay, so, we did have a next thing we might miss you. Burger King, not the one in Jamaica now. Maybe them have to go follow suit because it was a franchise. Burger King will start make meatless burgers. Meatless burgers, meaning say, I hope people are wonder what the hell Muta talk about meatless burger. And I must have meat like, no, you have me hungry burger them. We call it nyam burger. When no meat no night. You can make burger with tofu. And that is what them are planning to do. So, them is getting in line with the trending vegetarian lifestyle. Them say 1/3 of the English population has moved to a vegan, not only just vegetarian, but vegan. Vegan mean without any animal product. Milk, cheese, egg, all of them without any vegan. Them say 1/3 of the population of England have moved towards a vegan lifestyle. Well, Burger King now I say, in keeping with the trend at the second place, they are going to come up now with a meatless burger, which them plan for outsell the meat burger, because a whole heap of people now is coming off the meat thing because them recognize how harmful and dangerous, especially in these days. And not only to the health of the body, as it called about consuming, but also the methane gas that livestock farming is producing is causing an imbalance in the ecology of the earth. Too much methane gas is, and when people might not know what methane gas is. Methane gas is when animals ease them body. It creates that gas, methane gas. And it is one of the main causes of environmental pollution. Not the plane we are flying in the air, not the SUV them, but livestock farming is causing more devastation on the planet than all of these mechanical things put together as it relates to environmental pollution. That don't mean say the Burger King going to be vegan, because we are told that we have read that them still going to use the same old mayonnaise with them chew upon it. So don't fool yourself, vegans. It is not going to be vegan, it is going to be vegetarian. So we just are making know that's a little story, right? A lot of people might not have seen, but we just are bringing to your attention that this is the way they are going. These big corporations is recognizing what the people them want and is giving the people them what them want. We who know that vegan is the way to go for years. And Rastafari, again, who has been treading this track for years and get persecuted, even for that, even if you just say you don't eat meat, people scan you and look at you like you're a madman. Yes, I remember when I tell people say I'm a vegetarian, them say then what you eat? I mean, I say, what the hell is happening here? Oh, you mean they don't go meat can't eat? And then when you say you eat pure vegetable, them say then where you get your protein from? And I say, but wait, it's only meat and protein in it. You know, look how much things in the earth we have protein. Red peas have protein, brown rice have protein. I mean, all of these things have protein. But we were conditioned to believe that if you stop kill animals to survive, you will also die because of not eating animals. So we ask the question, all who say them love animal, How can you love animals and eat them? To me, that don't make no sense. As a vegan person, how can you say you love animals and eat them? This is the Steppin razor, the art of war. This is the Steppin razor. I call her just call we, We just talk about the burger a while ago, and I call her just call her and I ask her. She has been through airports buying this garden burger that is advertised as vegan burger from Burger King, as a matter of fact. She's asking, so what was she buying all the while? So if anybody can call and tell we say, this is that, given what we just said a while ago, that they are now going to be capitalizing on the vegan market by really bringing out, and it will appear that it's going to be more meatless burgers now than actually beef burger, given that them is now getting conscious of the imbalance in the environment with the methane gas. So they are trying to cut down on the farming, the livestock farming. That is what they're trying to do. RFM now brings you alive. Boy, I tell you, tonight I'm going to go and go dream. Yeah, Lasco Distributors Limited, Pharmaceutical Division, would like to advise all their customers that their flow lines are temporarily out of service. Lasco Distributors Limited, Pharmaceutical Division, can be contacted. See it now? I want to sleep. Oh, on their digital line, 876-618-0216. Our toll-free line, 1-888-991-2114. Customers may also contact sales representative or send email requests to orders@lascoja.com. That is orders@lascoja.com. That was a message there. Okay, so so we'll play that tune now, we'll go back to it. Yeah, we are told that the polls in Portland closed now, so it's time for count. Okay, so whole of people are going to have diarrhea now. Counting. The two parties them confident of victory. And I know the two of them pray to God for win. So we also see which one prayer God answer and which one God no like. It's the Vaz versus the Crawford. Are two big names that in Jamaica, Vaz and Crawford, man. Big name them in Jamaica. Okay. Raging Fire, them kind of split the other day, but now they are back together again with a new lead singer. Brand new Raging Fire. This is the Steppin razor. This is the Steppin razor, the art of war. We want to yell up Chamara. We want to yell up Paul. We want to yell up Young. Sorry. Now Peter and Paul, I check both you know. You see it now? I take from Peter for Paul. We want to yell up Peter. The man who denied Christ 3 times and get buried under the St. Peter's Basilica in Rome. We want your sister outside, what's your name? What's the operator name? Karen, the tall one. We want to yell you up.